Good morning, children. Let's move to North America, the land of prairies in geography. Okay, North America. Uh, as you all know that we are having 7 continents of the world: Asia, Africa, Europe, North America, South America, Australia, and Antarctica, isn't it? So, in the previous classes, that means in 6th standard, we have studied about Asia, Africa, Europe. Asia, Africa, and Europe we have studied in the last classes. In 7th standard, we learn here North America, South America, Australia, and Antarctica. Okay, so today we are here to learn North America, the land of prairies. What do you mean by the land of prairies? Land of prairies is nothing but it is a name. Prairies in North America are said for the grasslands, are said for the vast grasslands that lies between river Mississippi to Missouri. That comes between river Mississippi to Missouri river. So such that area is called as prairies. We can say it as a vast grasslands. Okay, in Asia we call the temperate grasslands as steppe. Okay, and in South Africa they call it as savanna and veldt. Okay, tropical grasslands we call savanna and temperate grasslands as veldt in South Africa. So there are particular names presented to the grasslands, maybe of tropical grasslands or temperate grasslands in particular countries and in particular continents, we can say. Okay, so today is one such lesson. Today we are going to learn, right? So let's come to here. So North America. Okay, so here a person by name, a Italian navigator, the Italian navigator Amerigo Vespucci sailed to the coast of the mainland. Okay, hence this continent is named after him. That means the first word of his name is taken for this continent. Okay, therefore it is named as America. Okay, and the person who that means Amerigo Vespucci, the person who sailed to the main coast, okay, was Amerigo Vespucci. So it is called America, right? So this continent came into existence in 1501. That means Amerigo Vespucci he discovered this continent in 1501, we can say. Okay, and this continent is inhabited by Europeans. That means many people living in North America or the Europeans, we can say that. Okay, and these people to build the North America, they used the gold of Mexico. Okay, and whereas the French they built up profitable fur trade centers in Canada, whereas the British exploited the fisheries and the forest of Atlantic provinces of Canada and New England of USA. So this is about North America, we can say that. So these are the persons, as I said you that the land North America is inhabited by the many Europeans, we can say that. As a result here, you know, they made in building in North America, they made use of Mexico's gold. And then the French they established the fur trade centers in Canada, whereas the British it exploited the fisheries and the forest of the Atlantic provinces of Canada and New England of USA. So North America is a very developed country, we can say that. North America is a developed country or a continent, right? So here we can say that it is advanced in science and technology. It has a large domestic markets. It has international trade relationship Okay, and development of good means of transportation. They are having good means of transportation is available in North America. So these are the reasons have helped North America to become one of the most developed regions of the world. Okay, if it is today, if it is the one of the world's developed regions of the world, it is mainly because of the advancement in science and technology, existence of what do you call or establishment of large domestic markets, having international trade relationship with other countries, several countries, and having a good means of transport and communications also, we can say here. This is the reason it is also, it is said to be the one of the developed regions of the world. Hence, the nations of North America. Hence, the nations of North America are very rich and called one of the economically prosperous countries. Okay. Therefore, it is necessary to understand the continent as a model for progress for other continents. So, we can set up the example of North America for the other countries to be developed. For the other countries which are developing countries, to for them it is a good example. For them it is a good example, we can say, right? So, coming to the location, physical setting, and extent. Okay. So North America is located entirely to the north of the equator. See, here it is. It is entirely located to the north of the equator, we can say, right? Uh, and then it lies within 19 degree north to 71 degree north latitudes and 50 degree west to 150 degree west longitudes. Okay, well, you might be knowing what is latitude and what is longitude. Latitudes are nothing but the horizontal lines drawn on a map or a globe from west to east. From west to east, they are called latitudes, whereas the lines that are drawn from north pole to south pole, from north pole to south pole, they are called longitudes. They are called longitudes, or we call them as meridians also. We call them as meridians. Okay, so what is the location of North America? It is entirely located to the north of the equator. Okay, and when it comes to equator, the line that divides the earth into two equal parts is called equator. The line that divides the earth into two equal parts is called uh, equator, whereas the upper portion is called as northern hemisphere, whereas the below portion of the equator is called as southern hemisphere, whereas the in the north we are having north pole, and to the south we are having the south pole. Okay. Ew. So North America, it is surrounded by Atlantic Ocean in the east, Pacific Ocean in the west, and Arctic Ocean in the north. Just this is just like, India is surrounded by three water bodies. Namely, we are having Arabian Sea to the west, Bay of Bengal is to the east, and Indian Ocean is to the south. Like that, here North America, it is surrounded by Atlantic Ocean in the east, Pacific in the west, and Arctic Ocean in the north. Okay, I'll show you here. So this is what you are seeing is Atlantic Ocean. This is what you are seeing is Atlantic Ocean, and after that you can see here to the west is Pacific Ocean. To the west is the Pacific Ocean, and to the north is Arctic Circle. Arctic Ocean, sorry, Arctic Ocean. Here you can see the Arctic Ocean. Okay, what I said. So it is surrounded by Atlantic Ocean in the east, Pacific in the west, and Arctic Ocean in the north. And it is separated from the continent of Asia by the Bering Strait. What that means? What separates Asia from North America? What separates Asia from North America? Yes. See, here is the Asia, and this Asia is separated by Bering Strait. Bering Strait, it's a water body. Bering Strait separates Asia from North America. Bering Strait separates Asia from North America. Here you can see this line. Okay, Bering Strait separates Asia from the North America. At the same time, it has a land, this thing, what do you call that? Land link. North America, it has a land link, okay, with South America by the Isthmus of Panama. Isthmus of Panama. What do you mean by isthmus? A narrow strip of land joining two large land masses is called isthmus. A narrow strip of land joining two large land masses is called isthmus. So that you can see here. I will show you. So this is the place what you are seeing. Oh wait. So from here what you are seeing, this portion, okay, up to here, the white, what the white color you are seeing. So that is nothing but the land link to the what you call that, South America. It is a land link to the South America by the Isthmus of Panama, but to the Isthmus of Panama we can say here. So here is Panama, you can see, and here is the South American continent. You can see the South American continent here. Okay, right. And here a number of small water bodies are found here. A number of small water bodies are found here. Okay, and here there are many numerous water bodies. I said you that, for example, the Gulf of Mexico, right? So here we have Gulf of Mexico, right? And thereafter Hudson Bay, right? And then Alaska, Gulf of Alaska. So here you can see the Gulf of Alaska, okay, and Gulf of California, etc. Then the West Indies and Cuba Islands are found in the Caribbean Sea, right? The West Indies, here you can see West Indies and Cuba to the down, okay, they are found in the Caribbean Sea. Okay, West Indies and Cuba are found in the Caribbean Sea, right? Caribbean, what do you mean by what are the places that are found in the sea? What they are called as islands. A piece of land surrounded by water from all the sides. A piece of land that is surrounded by water from all the sides is called an island. And here in the Caribbean Sea, we are having West Indies and Cuba as the islands found in the Caribbean Sea. Okay, and newly found lands are to the east of Canada, Okay, Canada, you know that Canada is the second largest country in the world. And at the same time, a number of islands lie to the Arctic Ocean. Of which Greenland is the largest. Okay, so here we are having the Greenland, right? Okay, in Denmark, right? So here we are having what do you call that, many islands are found here. Among them, Greenland is the biggest. Largest, we can say that Greenland is the largest. And then what is meant by Central America here? The strip of land that lies to the south of North America is called Central America. What is Central America here? The strip of land that lies to the south of North America, is called what it is called? Central America. That means it lies to the south. Of North America is called Central America. What it is called? Central America. Next, coming to the extent, right? extent, North America is the third largest continent in area. It is the third, wait, it is the third largest continent in area. And then uh, so it comes after Asia and Africa. Asia and Africa, right? It is almost 7 times, okay, bigger than it is almost 7 times bigger than India. That means it is 7 times bigger than India. We can say that it is 7 times bigger than India. And the total countries found in North America are 24 countries. We are having 24 countries in North America, right? Among them, Canada, United States of America, and Mexico are the three large countries by their size. Okay, United States of America, Mexico, and Canada. As already I told you that Canada is the second largest what do you call that country in the world, whereas the first ranks Russia. Okay, so and Canada, United States of America, and Mexico are the three large countries by their size. Okay, uh, so here the Caribbean islands are also included in the physical area of North America. So here we can say that the Caribbean islands also are also a part of North America, are also a part of North America, we can say. So here are the countries known for their well known in the world. Canada, Trans Canadian Railway, it is famous for that. And then USA, it is said to be the Grand Canyon, Holmes lakes. It is a total 5 lakes. That is the reason it is called as Holmes. While making the lakes, I will explain you one by one. Okay, then West Indies cricket. West Indies is famous for cricket and islands. West Indies is famous for cricket and the islands, we can say. So let's move to physical divisions here. The continent of North America is divided into four major physical divisions here. They are the Western Cordilleras or the Rocky Mountains. They are known by two names: the Western Cordilleras or the Rocky Mountains. And the second one is the Great Central Plains. Third one is the Appalachian Highlands or the Eastern Highlands. We can call them as the Eastern Highlands or the Appalachian Highlands. And the fourth one is the Coastal Plains. Every country or every continent is divided into its physical divisions. Okay, like in India we are having four physical divisions. Okay, the northern Himalayan mountain ranges, then the Peninsula Plateau, the North Indian plains, and the coastal plains, isn't it? So like that, every country or every continent is divided into physical features here. So where we get to see here, we can see here. Okay, the first one is the Western Cordilleras. So the Western Cordilleras or the young folded mountains like the Himalayas. They are like the Himalayas. They run from Alaska in the north to Panama in the south. They run from Alaska in the north to Panama in the south. So here you can see, here I will show you. This is the Alaska range. This is the Alaska range, and from Alaska range they run up to where? In the north to Panama in the south. See, up to Panama in the south they run here. So this is the part where exactly, wait. So here you can see up to Panama in the south. Okay, the Western Cordilleras or the young-folded mountains like the Himalayas. They are the young-folded mountains like the Himalayas, and they run from Alaska range in the north to Panama in the south. What do you mean by fold mountains? What do you mean by fold mountains? The mountains that are formed due to folding of rock layers. The mountains that are formed due to folding of rock layers are called folded mountains. Example is Himalayas and the Alps. They are said to be the young mountains, we can call them as. Okay, and these the western cordilleras, they run from where do they run from? Alaska range in the north to Panama in the south. Okay, they consist series of plateau. Okay, they consist series of plateau. Example like Colorado Plateau, Mexican Plateau. So here the Mexican plateaus we can see, and here we can another plateau, that is Colorado Plateau, we can see here. Okay, so Rockies are the important ranges in the western Cordilleras, Rocky Mountains. So that is the reason it is named as western Cordilleras or the Rocky Mountain ranges. Okay, understood what I am telling? So here you can see the Rocky Mountains. Here you can see the Rocky Mountains, we can say. Okay. So here Mount McKinley, whose height is 6,194 meters, is the highest peak. And Death Valley, which is 86 meters below the sea level, is the lower part in this region. We mean to say in North America, we can say. Okay. And after that, we have here the Whitney Mountains and the White Mountains in California are known for their rugged slopes and scenic beauties. Understood? So here we can say that the Whitney Mountain and the White Mountain in California are famous for their are known for their rugged slopes and scenic beauty, we can say that. Okay, the important plateaus here are the important plateaus found in this region are the Plateau of Colombia. Okay, the Plateau of Mexico. Okay, the Mexican Plateau, right? Plateau of Colombia, Colorado, and Mexican Plateau are important among them. Okay. So here we can see the Plateau of Colorado Plateau. Okay, Mexican Plateau. Okay, one more plateau, that is Plateau of Colombia. Plateau of Colombia are the important plateaus found in this region. And River Colorado cuts the Colorado Plateau and has given rise to the Grand Canyon. Okay, already I told you that Grand Canyon, it comes in USA, Arizona. It comes in USA, Arizona. Later we'll discuss about what do you call that, Grand Canyon. Okay. And after that we are having the Great Central Plains. Plains here. So you can see here the Great Central Plains, right? So they are known as the Great Plains of Prairies. So these Great Central Plains are also known as the Great Plains of Prairies. Prairies, already I told you that a vast grassland that lies between the river Mississippi to Missouri is the vast grasslands. Hence the name is called the lesson of the name is North America, the land of prairies, we can say that. Okay, this plain, the Great Central Plain, consists of vast expanse that is 3/5 of the total area of North America. Okay, it has 3/5 of the total area of North America. It is nothing expands here, nothing but 3/5 of the land is spread one, we can say that. Out of the 5, 3/5 of the land, okay, total area of North America is spread here. Okay, the plains are formed by river Mississippi, Missouri, and their tributaries. Okay, what are the plains? The rivers which have their sources here: Mississippi, Missouri, and their tributaries. The rivers Mississippi, Missouri, and and their tributaries have made this land very fertile. We can say that have made this land very fertile. So hence it is said to be the most fertile plains of the world, and is a good farming region. Which one? The Great Central Plain is said to be the world's most fertile plains and good farming region. It has a large number of basins covered by the lakes. Okay, here you can see the Great Lakes region. While making that regions, I will show you that. Okay, so this is about the Great Central Plains. Understood what I'm telling? And here there is a one term, the dust bowl. So it refers to the dust storm caused by unscientific cultivation in 1930s. It devastated agricultural lands in America and Canada. So the dust bowl here refers to storms caused by unscientific cultivation in 1936 1930. That means in 1930s there was no such good cultivation. Okay, the unscientific methods were carried out to carry out the agriculture. Due to this, it resulted in the devastation. That means it led to the decline of agricultural lands in America and Canada. So that term is defined, is referred here as the dust bowl. The dust bowl. Okay, understood what I'm telling? And here in this region, these plains are formed by the river Mississippi and Missouri and their tributary. If I ask you, what forms the Great Central Plains? So your answer should be the plains. Okay, the river Mississippi, Missouri, and their tributaries, they form the Great Central Plain. They form the Great Central Plain. Okay, how is, for example, how is North Indian Plain formed? North Indian plains are formed by the rivers like Sindhu, Ganga, and the Brahmaputra, which flow or which have their sources in the Himalayas. They have created the North Indian plains. Not just them, but also their tributaries have led to the emergence of North Indian plains. Like that, here river Mississippi, Missouri, and their tributaries have formed the Great Central Plains in North America. We can say that this is one of the most fertile plains of the world, and it's a good farming region. Okay, and this region is covered by what do you call that? Many lakes. So these basins are covered by lakes. What do you mean by basins? An area that is covered by the river and its tributaries. An area that is covered by the flowing river and their tributaries is called a basin. We can say, right? So, and after this we are having the Eastern Highlands or the Appalachians. So here is the here, wait, the Appalachian. Here is the Appalachian range, we can say that. Appalachian Highlands or the Eastern Highlands. So these extend from Newfoundland land to Alabama along the eastern margin of the continent. So this is what you are seeing, is the eastern margin of the continent. This is nothing but the eastern margin of the continent, we can say, right? So here it gets separated from St. Lawrence. That means the St. Lawrence Valley separates the Labrador Plateau from the Appalachian ranges. Okay, Labrador. So here you can see this Labrador Plateau, somewhere it comes here. Okay, the St. Lawrence Valley separates the Labrador Plateau from the Appalachian ranges. Okay, and this what do you call that? This Appalachian Highlands or the Eastern Highlands, they are rich in coal, lead, zinc, iron ore, copper, water power, and wood. So these are the mineral resources found in the eastern highlands. What are the? Coal, lead, zinc, iron ore, copper, water, so that means water power, and wood. Okay, and this region has surprisingly a large population, and its importance in the North American economy is significant. So it gives a rise to the economy of North America. It gives a rise to the economic economic it gives a rise to the economy of North America. That means it contributes to the economy of the North America, we can say that. And finally, we are having the coastal plains. We are having the coastal plains. Okay, so uh, it has indented coastal line except in the south where the isthmus of Panama. So except here, in other places it has indented coastal line except in the south where the isthmus of Panama is. Okay, the coastal plain is narrow in the east and widens towards the southwest. Understood what I'm telling? The coastal plain is narrow in the northeast. So here in the northeast which so in the northeast, in the northeast, it is narrow and widens towards the southwest, and it widens towards the southwest, we can say that. And the average height of the coastal plain is 150 meters above the sea level. Okay, this area is sandy. That means it has a sandy soil which is relatively infertile. We can say that the coastal plain, it is having what do you call that, infertile soil, we can say that. The soil is very sandy. As a result, the land is very the land is very infertile, we can say that. Infertile is nothing but it is not fertile, we can say. It is not fertile. Okay, where you cannot infertile is nothing but where you cannot get good crops, good amount of crop you cannot deserve, or you cannot expect there. Okay, swamps and marshes are abundant here. So here in the coastal plains, what do you mean by coastal plains? Okay, the area that is created by the what do you call that, seas. Okay, the shore of the sea, the shore of the seas. What the land you see, they are nothing but the coastal plains. That means the seas have formed the what do you call that area, therefore it is called the coastal plain, we can say that. Okay, so here this coastal plain is full of what do you call that, swamps and marshes. Marshes are nothing but the wetlands, we can say that. Marshes are nothing but the wetlands. Swamps is nothing but totally marshy, we can say that. Okay, so this is about the coastal plains. And then we are having the rivers and great lakes. Rivers and the great lakes. Rivers and great lakes. North America has a few large and short rivers. It is having a few large and short rivers. A number of lakes form the unique physical features of this continent around the Canadian shield. Around the Canadian shield, we can say that. So here, the Mississippi and its tributaries form the great river system of North America. So which river and its tributary form the great river system of North America here? The Mississippi. The river Mississippi and its tributaries, they form the great river system of North America. These together drain two-thirds of the area of the continent and finally flows into the Gulf of Mexico. Okay, these Mississippi and its tributaries, they finally join the Gulf of Mexico. They join to the Gulf of the Mexico. The Missouri is the important tributary of Mississippi. See, which is the important river of Mississippi? Missouri. The river Missouri is the important tributary of Mississippi. That means Missouri is the sub river of the Mississippi, we can say that. Okay, So other than that, we are having here, I will show you. uh, so the other tributaries are Red River, Ohio, Tennessee, Arkansas, North Platte, the Snake, Fraser, Columbia, Yukon, Colorado, Rio Grande, Mackenzie, Nelson, and St. Lawrence are the other important rivers of North America. So here you can see the Yukon River and Mackenzie, right? And thereafter you can see Columbia River, uh, Columbia, Missouri, Colorado, okay, uh, Arkansas, okay, Arkansas, North Platte, then Red River, hmm, then Tennessee, and after that we are having the important river. The Mississippi is the important river, and its tributary is Missouri, and its important and its tributary important tributary is Missouri. You can say that. Hmm? Understood what I'm telling? So already I told you that this Saint Lawrence Valley, it separates Labrador Plateau from the Appalachian Highlands. I told you that. So here you can see that's Saint Lawrence Plateau. Okay, and not the plateau. At the same time, it is also a river. We can say that. Okay, then Tennessee. Hmm? Then Rio Grande. There are many other rivers here, not present in the map, we can say. Okay, this is what we have, the river system of what do you call that, North America, we can say that. Okay, which are the important rivers of North America? You can say them: Mississippi, Missouri, Red River, Ohio, Tennessee, Arkansas, North Platte, the Snake, the Fraser, Columbia, Yukon, Colorado, Mackenzie, Nelson, and St. Lawrence are the important rivers of North America. See here, you can see this Newfoundland, Newfound's islands, right? So here, uh, the Columbia, the Colorado, the Columbia and Colorado and Fraser or the west flowing rivers or the west flowing river. They flow towards the west. They are short and swift. That means they flow towards the west, and they are short and what do you call that? They are short and swift, and flows into Pacific Ocean. And where do they flow into? They flow into the Pacific Ocean. Where do they flow into? Pacific Ocean. Where is the Pacific Ocean? Here is the Pacific Ocean. We can say this. These two rivers, they flow into the Pacific Oceans, right? The river Columbia flows across the Columbian Plateau. The river Columbia, it flows to the Columbia Plateau. Okay. Then the river Colorado drains into the Colorado Plateau and forms the Grand Canyon. Okay, and here this Colorado Plateau, it flows. Okay, Colorado river flows into the Colorado Plateau. Where it flows into? It flows into Colorado Plateau and forms the Grand Canyon. Okay, it is a center of scenic beauty and tourism. The Grand Canyon is called the natural wonder of the world. We can say, right? This is the picture of Mississippi River. River in North America. Okay, and then this is Missouri River. Missouri, it is the tributary. Missouri is the tributary of the river Mississippi. Okay, and in between these two lands lies the what do you call that, prairies, the vast grasslands called prairies. Okay, Missouri River it is. And after that we are having the Grand Canyon. I told you that the Colorado River flows into Colorado Plateau. The Colorado River flows into the Colorado Plateau and forms the world's Grand Canyon. So this Grand Canyon is a center of scenic beauty and tourism. It is a tourist spot, and also it is famous for its scenic beauty. How it is formed? It is formed by the river Colorado, which drains into the Colorado Plateau and forms the Grand Canyon, we can say that. And this Grand Canyon is said to be the natural wonder of the world. Where it comes? It comes in Arizona in USA. Grand Canyon, it comes in Arizona in USA. The depth is about 1800 meters. Okay, and what is its width? 3 to 29 kilometer width it is. It is having the width of 3 to 29 kilometer, and depth is about 1800 meters. And where they come from, where it is this, where can we see this Grand Canyon? We see this Grand Canyon in Arizona in USA, we can say. Okay, children. So the Canadian Shield is drained by many small rivers and flows into the Hudson Bay. So here, just wait. So here, the Canadian Shield is drained by many small rivers, and they flow into the Hudson Bay. That means they join the Hudson Bay, we can say that. So here the St. Lawrence is an important river of USA and Canada. St. Lawrence is the important river of USA and Canada. It passes through the Great Lakes. Already I told you by marking that. So where that Great Lakes comes, it passes through the Great Lakes. And the specialty of this river is it is frozen for 3 months in a year. It remains frozen. That means St. Lawrence River, it remains frozen for 3 months in a year. Okay, next, coming to the lakes, North America has a number of freshwater and saltwater lakes. It is having many freshwater lakes and saltwater lakes. They are situated on the southern borders of the Canadian Shield. So here are some important lakes. It has mentioned here: Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie and Superior. Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie and Superior are the important lakes in North America. Together they are called as homes. What they are called as homes? H stands for Huron, O stands for Ontario, M stands for Michigan, E stands for Erie and S stands for Superior. Lake Huron, Lake Ontario, Lake Michigan, Lake Erie and Lake Superior are the important lakes. Together they are called as homes, we can say, right? And here Lake Superior is the largest of the Great Lakes and is the largest freshwater lake in the world. So if someone asks you which is the world's freshwater lake, we have to say that Lake Superior. Lake Superior is the world's largest freshwater lake in the world, and it is also Lake Superior is the largest of all the Great Lakes. It is largest of all the Great Lakes, and then it is the world's freshwater lake, we can say that. Okay. And in Canada, Lake Winnipeg is very important here. Great Lakes serve as important waterways. These lakes, they serve as the important waterways. What do this Great Lakes serve as? They are the important waterways. They are the important waterways. This is the picture of Superior Lake, which is said to be the world's largest freshwater lake, we can say that. Okay. At the same time, Chicago and Detroit are situated on the Michigan and Erie lakes respectively. Chicago, which is famous for plastic industries, and Detroit, the country by another place by name Detroit. They are located on the Michigan and Erie lakes. They are located on the Michigan and Erie lakes respectively. In Canada, Lake Winnipeg is very important. Which is the important lake in Canada? Lake Winnipeg. Okay, whereas in Chicago and Detroit, Michigan and Lake Erie, we can say that. Okay, which is the world's freshwater lake? Lake Superior. Okay, we'll continue in the next class. Thank you. I hope you all understood this.